Well, hello everybody and welcome to the Q&A video. When I hit 100 subscribers, I said I would do this Q&A video. A few of you left some nice questions. It was enough to do a Q&A, so we're going to get into that right now. Another small thank you for reaching 100 subscribers. It's great. Really spurred me on to continue making content. We're now up to about 107 within the week since I recorded the video, so that's great. And I'm going to keep it going. So, let's get straight into Q&A, shall we? The first one was from Generic Stannerman, another Total War YouTuber. You make some great content, mate. Keep it up. Thank you for your question. It's sort of a multi-part thing, I think. Are you going to consider going back in the Total War series and play a historical Total War for a Let's Play? Yes. I may possibly pick it up for a Let's Play. A lot of those games I've played to death, I've got to be honest. The earlier ones, definitely. I was thinking about going back to maybe Rome or Medieval. I'm thinking about bringing back the Time Up Wednesdays series, which I started the channel with. That and Free to Play Fridays. And the first one I was going to do was going to be on Rome Total War. Because that game means a lot to me. Rome, maybe. Rome, I played so much of it, and I had to persevere for so long to get the game I wanted out of that, through certain mods and things like that. Attila, maybe it would be a classic one. Obviously, a lot of people play Third Age, and I love the idea of that. I don't know that I'd have the time to devote to a Let's Play that I'd want to. Maybe a modded historical. I would definitely look into. If anyone knows of any mods or anything they'd like to see on the channel, then do let me know. I've played historical Total Wars for over a decade, so yes, definitely. And hopefully it won't be. Hopefully there will be a historical Total War announced soon as well. Hopefully they're not. I think they've already said they're not going to stagger. They are going to stagger, sorry, or at least they're being developed at the same time. Obviously there's 2 more Warhammer games that are going to sort of link into it, but I think they are developing the historical at the same time, because I don't want to wait another 5 years to get one. So definitely the next one. And yes, maybe I'll go back and play an historical one at some point. Definitely for Time Up Wednesdays, which I do want to bring back, but it's finding the time to make those videos because they take a lot longer. So second question is from Moobman317. Congrats, dude. My questions for the Q&A. Are you a football fan, and if so, which team? Yes, I am a football fan. It becomes less and less each year. I played football for about 7 or 8 years, till I was about 16, 17. Then for different reasons, I stopped playing, and that's when my interest started to go downhill. I follow it when I can. Getting time to watch games is... I just don't have it. When I do sit down to watch sport, it's normally Formula 1, because that is my main passion in the sporting field. But I do watch it when I can, definitely, and keep up to date. In terms of what teams, Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea man. I'm sorry, what can I say? If you're not, that might mean nothing to some people. You know what football fans are like. But I've got to add, I am a Chelsea fan pre-Abramovich, because there was a 4 or 5 year period whenever you said you were a Chelsea fan, someone would go, oh yeah, you're just getting on the bandwagon, aren't you? Yeah, because you've got all the money now, you're just glory hunter. No, I started supporting them when I was about 7 or 8, and just so happened we got a lot of money. Now there's a lot of other teams that have got vast amounts of money from investors in the Premier League that it's not really seen as much of an issue anymore. So it's the second question from Moodman317. He's submitted 3. We don't have too many questions, so we'll go through them all. What is your favourite game of all time? I would say there's 2 parts to that question. One would be what I think is as close to a perfect game that I've ever played, which is The Witcher 3. That game, every single aspect of it was so well crafted, and everything meant something. That there's story-based games that I often get invested in for the 10-12 hours that you play them. Very rarely does an open world game you often feel like you're grinding through it. In that, I almost didn't realise I played 40-50 hours of it, because everything has a meaning, has a link back to the story. The world is so beautifully crafted. The acting, the voice acting, that is brilliant. And some of the quests that really didn't have much of an outcome compared to the rest of the game were sometimes the best and the most unique stories. But I wouldn't say it's my favourite game. For a favourite game, I kind of go nostalgic, and got to say it's got to be between two games that really got me into gaming in the first place, or at least put it in my head that I never really wanted to do anything else with my spare time. The first one would be Grand Prix 4. My friend I was about 7 or 8. He suddenly got this, like, it was a Microsoft Sidewinder force feedback wheel, and he played Grand Prix 4. I saw it around his house, and that's all we used to play when we went round there. And then a year later, my dad bought the same thing, bought the wheel, bought the Grand Prix 4. That's all I played for like a year. It really was the first time that I saw how your interests and likes in the real world could transfer over so brilliantly into the gaming world. And it was amazing to be driving a Formula 1 car, all the technical details. I mean, I was terrible at it. I was like a little kid that could barely reach the pedals, just like this, trying to drive along. But it was such a special game that cemented my love of both Formula 1 and gaming. And the second one that I would say is my favourite game is Rome Total War. There used to be a BBC series called Time Commanders, which was a TV series where basically you had a team of 4, 2 were commanders, 2 were like lieutenants, and they would basically be asked to fight this historical battle, which ran in the Total War engine, which was Rome Total War, which I didn't know was Rome Total War. And a couple of years later, I found out that that's what the game was. My dad had a computer that could run it just about, and bought it, booted it up, and it was the first time I really saw the scale that gaming could be, that could rival these TV shows and movies and what you dream of when you're playing with your toys as a kid, that can actually be played out on the screen. And I never looked back from there with Total War, and it also cemented PC gaming as opposed to console, because I got an N64 and a PS1 after that. I never had any kind of similar experience with scale, and that's what cemented in me that I wanted to be a PC gamer, and did eventually get a proper gaming system that could run all these great games. So I would say those two. And the final one from Moodman317, would you be open to collaborations with other YouTubers? I mean, yes. I already do some videos with Blackfire Forge, and we're thinking about doing a couple of other little things as well, maybe. I play a lot with Rage, a good buddy of mine that I've played games with for many years. The short answer is yes. If you feel, it's not yes to everything though. It's if you think that there's a good way that we could work together, or the videos would cross over in terms of the type of content we make, then sure, shoot me a message, and we'll see if we can work some stuff out. You don't know to start recording with someone whether it's going to work, so anybody that's watching this that wants to make content of any type, just send me a message and we'll go from there and see if we can. By all means, I'm someone that does better recording and playing games with other people. I enjoy that actually a lot more. It's a lot tougher to commentate just on your own playing a game. Fireworks. I was waiting. It's November 5th, right? So it's bonfire night and all that crap. I was waiting to start recording this, and now they've just started up again. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear it on this, but next up, Comanso Rowlett. I hope I pronounced your first name right there. How you doing, buddy? You watch a lot of my F1 videos, and I really appreciate that. I hope you'll continue to do so. Congrats on 100 subs, Jay. Will you be doing any more 2016 lobbies, F1 2016 lobbies in the near future? I'd like to race with you and Rage again sometime. Yes. Yeah, we're always in F1 2016 playing online. We did have a thought about maybe doing some sort of proper set up lobbies where we invite certain people. We just need to get a bit of a bigger list together at the moment. At the moment it'd be about 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 people. We'd like to be able to get close to a lobby of 22. So that's one thing. If you've watched this, made it all the way through, and do watch the F1 stuff and play on PC online, F1 2016, and you want to jump into some lobbies sometimes, let me know. Give me a message on here and I can add you on Steam, and maybe we can have some fun as well. We might set up like a Discord channel, so that we can all have a chat, and as long as it's not too chaotic, so it can be recorded. But definitely we'll be doing some more lobbies. Yeah, maybe I'll start putting something out on Twitter or something when we do them. And finally, from I never know how to say your name, man. IR77R. IR777R. Does that have a meaning, man? I don't know. Is one of the stars of some early F1 Online videos. Quite a lot of they're titled Multiplayer Mondays. It's Trading Card Man. No trading cards for you today, I'm afraid, buddy. Do you like travelling? If so, which countries have you visited? Congrats on 100 subs. Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to travel more. Honestly, I haven't been on holiday outside this country for about 7.5, 8 years now. Purely because I don't have the money and the time to do so. I run my own business with my dad, which we started about 6, 7 years ago, and that takes up a lot of time. We're working very hard at it, and just haven't had the spare cash or the time to do it. I have been to a lot of places when I was younger. Favourites probably quite a few places in Italy. New York, definitely a highlight. That's an incredible place. You've got to go at least once. Don't go for too long though. There's not really too much to do there unless you've got very deep pockets. Italy, went to Maranello, visited the Ferrari factory. That was really cool. And yeah, lots of different holidays in Europe. Probably a notable one would be Austria, the old, when it used to be called the A1 ring, to watch the Grand Prix there. 2000, 2001, one of those two. Yeah, I'd love to do it more. It's just getting the time and the money. There's plenty of places to see out there. There sure is. So yeah, I like travelling, but I've kind of forgotten what it sounds like. Sounds like? What it's like. Sounds like as well. Sounds like, looks like, feels like. Just have to put up with good old Blighty. So that's been all of them. Thank you so much for sending in all those questions. It's been a lot of fun answering them. I hope it's been a relatively entertaining video as well. Maybe if we hit another milestone, we'll do a similar thing, or maybe do something else to celebrate it if we do get to one. I'm just really enjoying making this content, improving every video I make, or trying to, and interacting with all you guys. That's the best part of it, meeting people that you chat with quite regularly. So keep that feedback coming. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you continue to do so. If also in the comments, if there's any questions I've asked during this, leave them the answers down below, or if you've just got any comments towards the channel in general, maybe what kind of content you want, what kind of content you want to see, then that's the place to leave it. I want to know. So thank you as always for watching this little Q&A. I'm not sure how it's a bit weird talking to the camera rather than having it off, but I think I'm just about getting used to it. Maybe I'll do some other little videos using it, I don't know yet. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.